It's a lot of jostling for position in this debate as the candidates look to set themselves up for success on Election Day. The challenger, Molly Kelly, needs to move the needle to make up for that deficit in the polls, as you noted. She launched a series of attacks, but Governor Chris Sununu, the incumbent, was generally ready for them, and he had a response of his own. For a full wrap-up of the action, let's go live outside the NHIOP to Gene Mackin.
And Adam, this was really a contentious back and forth for much of the debate, leaving no doubt in the differences between these two candidates.
The party lines were clearly drawn on the debate stage.
She raised taxes over 50 times when she was a state senator. The LLC tax, the business taxes, a canoe tax, for goodness sakes.
I will not, and I've been clear, support a sales or income tax, and I will veto as well. Again, I believe that every time a Democrat is running against a Republican, that is the attack.
Incumbent Republican Governor Chris Sununu stood his ground while challenger Democrat Molly Kelly questioned where he stands.
My opponent has real doubts about the fact that climate change is caused by human behavior.
Humans have contributed to climate change. That is not a question, contrary to what my opponent may say. The fact that the Democrat Party as a whole has embraced the full-blown legalization of marijuana, I think that's a very dangerous place to be, given the severity of our health crisis.
I do support legalizing marijuana and highly regulating marijuana and taxing it. I worry every single day about my 7 grandchildren. I will not wait as governor to wait for a tragedy in the state. The first bill that my opponent signed into law was to allow anyone to carry a concealed weapon without a permit, and I would repeal that.
At the end of the day, we have to get to the core of the issue. That's about the kids. That's about the undiagnosed mental health and illnesses that some of these children have, the fact that we're not providing those wraparound services.
There were times they questioned each other's answers and experience.
My opponent was just asked to give any specifics, even just one, on how she would deal with the opioid crisis. Nothing. Not a single concrete answer. She was asked about fuel. Nothing. She was asked about the economy. Nothing. You have to understand how these systems work to know how they're going to be implemented.
I was a state senator for 10 years. I got things done, and I know how to get things done.
And in one of the few lighter moments, the candidates did smile over a lightning round question.
Senator, what was your favorite Halloween costume of yours of all time?
Wonder Woman.
All right. Governor?
I'm a big fan. I was a unicorn, so.
That is Wonder Woman and a unicorn. You know, they also sparred on topics like accepting campaign donations, paid family medical leave, even the fuel delivery problems of last winter. And yes, this was their last debate, but now starts that final push toward Election Day, Adam.
Well, thanks, Gene. Wonder Woman and the Unicorn, a.k.a. Molly Kelly and Chris Sununu, both stopped by the spin room after the debate. And here's what they had to say about the differences they were able to draw between their two campaigns.
I want to make sure that every child has an opportunity for an education, and that I do not support a voucher program that takes money away from public schools. So I feel very strong about the importance of public school. The other is workforce, how important that is, that we grow an innovative, creative, and sustainable economy.
I thought it was a great opportunity to get out there, and we talked specifics. We gave details. We talked about not just what we did to implement programs and get results for the people in New Hampshire, make it simply better for families and businesses and individuals, but we really talked about where we're going to go. You know, the new ideas, how we're going to manage this new opioid infrastructure that we're developing, how we're going to invest in workforce at the university level.
Even with these performances here tonight, there are a lot of big factors at play in this election that could determine who wins and who loses on Election Day. For full analysis of the entire week of Granite State debates here, be sure to tune in to Close Up Sunday at 10 a.m. Live at the New Hampshire Institute of Politics at St. Anselm College, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.